Today we're going to cover how to save on vegetables and things that go bad but that you need coupons for, like milk and veggies, and that you don't normally get coupons on. Best bet, buy local, save. That's the biggest deal. When you look at things like the veggiebin.com, this is a Jacksonville website for local growers. They go to this website and you can choose what you want. Basically, you have two things. You can choose a package where they come to your home and they deliver you either a small or a medium package from $25 to $35, or you go to the bin and these are all the things that they have. You tell them in the bin what you want and you individually click. It costs more to do this because you're approximately getting everything to your home and they have to pay for gas and things of that nature, but if you have the chance to go to the farmer's market, you can find them there and get the prices even cheaper than what's listed here. So, but if you want to spend $35, you get all those items, which is a lot, or $25 will get you all those items, which again is a lot. You would end up spending just as much or more at the grocery store. Another way to save is to start your own garden. Gardening can be hard and gardening can be time-consuming, and if you're anything like me, I will kill a cactus. So what I have done is I have gone online and I have found out what is the best bet for gardening and how to start your garden. The hardest part that we had to do was we had to dig up this entire area here. This is my little garden. I only plant things that I know my family and I were going to eat. When I dug up everything, I dug down about 6 inches and I filled it in with topsoil. It doesn't have to be top grade dirt, but it has to be new dirt. If you add dirt that has already been there with grass and whatnot, you can see as right here, the grass will start coming back up. This is the piled dirt that we had, and the grass is already starting to grow out of it. Whatever native roots or grasses or weeds are in the dirt will stay there. Even if you shift through the dirt, you will still have small seeds that you can't see in there, and you'll end up being stuck. See, as here, I have some plants mixed in with grasses because I did not use the soil like I was supposed to, and that was my fault for trying to cut corners. Now, some plants require you to do things like water them every single day. What I have done, because I have dogs, I have put up a fence. Your best bet, if you have any pets at all, is to buy a fence. This fence cost me $30 total, and it was real easy to put up. It doesn't have to be anything fancy or thick. Also, what I ended up doing was the only thing that I bought that was not a seed was these tomato plants. Tomatoes are fickle creatures and they tend to not want to grow sometimes, so sometimes if you are afraid that that plant's not going to grow, you might want to buy it like this. Also, tomato plants will be staying there. They won't be pulled up completely, so that's why I bought the plants. Now other things like this, these are my pumpkins, and right here are my carrots, and then here are watermelons, and over there is going to be some grapes, and then I have some peas over here next to that, and then that's going to be onions. You can barely see them, but they're there, and then that's going to be corn. That's all stuff that my family eats and uses regularly, and everything's going to be pulled up except for the tomato plants because it's going to be useless once it's done growing whatever it's going to be growing. I also have an orange tree and a lemon tree. Now, I always get too much fruit from these, and so what I end up doing is on that same website that I showed you earlier, you're going to see, I contacted them and I told them I have these trees and I have this vegetable garden, and depending on how much yield I get and how much my family will actually use, I will offer my extras to them. They will pay me for the extra lemons and oranges and extra food that I have growing, which ends up paying me back for all the work I've done. I've spent probably at least $50 on dirt to refill this little area here, and the plants themselves cost around $12 because of the seed cost and whatnot. I also spent $30 on the fence, and then I spent around $20 on the flowers. Now, why do I have flowers planted all the way around it when it's a garden for vegetables and fruit? The reason is because marigolds have a natural repellent in them that keep insects out, animals out, and they prevent things from wanting to come in. Now, the reason I've done that, as you can see, I used to have snakes in the garden. Snakes are good. Do not kill the snakes when you see them. Reason being because they will eat the bugs and they will keep all the things like moles and things like that out of your garden. But in any case, the rest of it, Florida is notorious for roaches and moles and rats and snakes and all kinds of things like that. Your best bet is to plant the flowers. That way you can have an organic garden that's your own, and when the things actually start producing food, then you'll be happy with your yield and it will be worth all the effort. Now the hardest part is getting started. Once you get started, all I have to do is, when I pull up the food, is just add more dirt and I'm good to go. And I just plant the seeds and I don't have to worry about anything from there. So that's how I've ended up doing, and that's how I end up saving on fruits and vegetables. Now when it comes to dairy products like milk and things that can go bad that don't have coupons usually on it, sometimes you can get coupons from cereal companies for free milk. If you happen to be near a local farm, then your best bet might be to go to that farmer and ask them if they have any deals, or if you can buy the foods from them directly. You can buy meats from them directly, you can buy eggs, you can buy milk, and you can buy other things already processed, ready to go, and it's nearly a fraction of the cost. It might be worth looking into to see if there's anything local or nearby to save you that money. My other tip for you today is about freezers. If you have a freezer and it's only one freezer in your house, then you usually will keep it stocked, especially if you're couponing. Now, if you happen to be a good couponer and you want to keep a deep freezer, I do not happen to have one. You need to keep everything labeled with dates. If you do not keep everything labeled with dates and you do not rotate out what's going to go bad first, then what's going to end up happening is they're going to go bad before you can eat them. Yes, even freezer stuff goes bad, so you need to date it. Best bet is to get a piece of duct tape and to mark it and label it with the duct tape and then put the duct tape on it. Now here's an example of the dry food. I put the dates very clear where I can see them. That way I have no questions about when it's going to go bad. And I have the stuff that's going to go bad first in the front. These are simple tips on how to keep your food from going bad and wasting money. If you happen to buy more stuff than you need, then what you need to do is you need to give it away, or you need to let your friends know and they can come and go shopping at your house instead of the grocery store, saving them time and money as well. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.